integrity of the country. So that is what he did in simple terms. But what we are saying, if there is any criminal, you know, investigations, I know the law is very clear. The president cannot lodge any complaint, but he can speak as a president because he's a politician elected by the people. But Chebukati can initiate, he can, you know, record a statement so that the president can institute criminal investigation through, you know, arms of governments, and you know, all these people can be brought to book. So let us not, you know, build a mountain out of an anthill. You know, this was a political statement. This was a political statement.
Dennis, your thoughts?
Omula said that you stand as a man. I'm asking him, can't women stand to protect the government of a country?
Dennis?
I'm going to be of the contrary opinion with my friends here, especially Ascon and Omulo. If you leave your door open and the thieves come at night and steal your property, should you not complain? Is it your mistake because your door is open and the thief came and took your property? The thief is supposed to be prosecuted. In my view, just the concluded election, Chebukati at some point disappeared for 9 hours, and then later came and with his own results, without consultation with the commission, announced a presidential result that was questionable, leaving about 26 constituencies without getting the full transmission of the 26 constituencies. Why did he do that? And the question is, who is the biggest beneficiary today? And if you see how he's being glorified with the current regime, fast forward, if you look at India, India has a population, is one of the countries with the biggest populations in the world, and the registered voters in India is about 800 million registered voters who wake up in the morning to vote in election day. And India introduced digital electoral system where you just select the picture of the person you want to vote for and you click. Why can't we do that in Kenya? If we invest a lot of money in election processes in this country, but every time these results are questionable, because in my view, I think we should have a discussion about this. And because if we are not very careful, this country will be sunk. If you look at one of the greatest progress we've made in this country has been on electoral reforms. And 207, my concern is the Kriegler report has never been implemented until today. Yeah, 207, this country was at the precipice of completely being destroyed. And much of the focus has always been on the structure, the composition of the IBC. Even today, just yesterday, the parliament was debating on the selection panel, on who is supposed to be selecting the commission, what we are leaving out. The key fundamental discussions that we're supposed to be talking about is the electoral system management, so that we have a discussion about this. And moving forward, we conclude on how in future we cannot be able to allow this sort of loopholes to destroy our country. In my humble opinion, I look at the president today glorifying Chebukati, and I think that it's so funny how Raila has lost 2013 election, which we know what happened. 2017, we know what happened. 2022, we know what happened. If a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give Chebukati 1 out of 10.
But Raila has been losing from 1997. I think you should start from
I wish the gentleman on this panel.
Let me just conclude on my thought process.
Chebukati was not there.
You know, that's the question now. Every time we are talking about electoral systems and election management, election day preparations, part of the Kriegler report that concerns me, especially on the election day management, he proposed that party structures are supposed to submit agent's name and then they be trained according to the IBC election preparedness, and then they get to be sworn in. And that has never happened until today. So my humble appeal will be, even as right now we're talking about all this, we know very sure that the tribunal in their report will be able to request for a commission of inquiry to conduct all this. And we obviously know that this will be predetermined. The president has given a position, and even the police or the investigating bodies and the commission of inquiry will not be able to give independent report, in my view.
So what are you proposing?
My proposal would be, we have independent journalists, especially investigative journalists in this country. Yes, we need to have an independent journalist be able to follow through this process. In my view, we will be able to determine, rather find the truth, or rather what happened. Yes.
So nasema John Alan Namwapewe yote.
Alan Namwapewe yote.